guys, welcome back to another video. It's Derek from Certified Legacy. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make the most of iOS 5 2025. So let's get right into this. Now first, we need some prerequisites. Well, now we're on iOS 5. Instead of like iOS 4, you can install certificate bundles in tlsroot.lin.ca/ which you can put into Safari. And also, before you do this, make sure you're jailbroken. It's pretty easy to jailbreak. You can use Legacy iOS Kit. This is a iPhone 4, so it was fairly easy to downgrade this to iOS 5.0 and downgrade and jailbreak alongside that. So it's one of the later 8GB models, so 4 is not an option, sadly. But I would have gladly done that, but it's way easier to get apps on iOS 5.0 anyway, because it's just iOS 4 with some extra steps, basically. So you're going to want to get signed iOS bundle, iOS 5.plus, and it's going to install every single one of these. So you're going to go install it, and once you're done installing this, it's simple as that. It's done. Because like compared to like 4 and below, you're going to need to install every single one of these manually, and it's quite annoying. So yeah, now let's get into the real stuff of this video, which is installing Veteris. How do you get Veteris? It's pretty simple. So let me show you. So you want to get this repo right here, yzoo.mo/dev/, and once you installed that repo, you're going to go in this repo, you're going to go here, and you're going to get Veteris. Modify install. It's going to install AppSync and Veteris helper alongside that, so don't worry about installing that. And once that is completely installed, you basically have the App Store. I'm not going to be showing you App Store fix in this video because according to you guys, it is not very reliable on iOS 5, so I will not recommend that. And I noticed, because I'm on 5.0, I can't even really test it because the tweak doesn't work on 5.0, sadly, for some reason. So I can't really test it that much, so yeah, that's how you get Veteris. Next one we're going to be doing is WeatherX. How do you get WeatherX? Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. What does WeatherX even do? Well, it just fixes the weather app and the stocks app. And before we get into this, we're going to be choosing between WeatherX and StockX. If you want StockX in this drop-down menu up here, then you pick StockX. If you want Weather up here, you pick Weather. So, how do you get WeatherX? Well, you're going to get city.skygo.es/. Once you have that repo installed, you're going to go to all packages, of course, and you're going to find WeatherX. I'm going to be installing WeatherX because I want it up there. So you're going to hit modify install, and once that is installed, let me show you what the result is. We have Cupertino right here. Amazing weather as usual. It's a bit colder right now because it is currently nighttime there, most likely, or later in the day. So yeah, that's what it looks like. And you basically got the weather app. Next part, we're going to be showing you how to fix the YouTube app. So, how do you do that exactly? Well, it's also very simple. You go to Cydia. Hold on, let me load this. Okay, and you're going to go also for the Skygo repo, city.skygo.es/. You're going to get TubeRepair. So modify, install. And once that is installed, you are not done, buddy. You're going to need to go into settings for something. So go into settings and find the TubeRepair tab and input this URL right here. HTTPS, whatever that is, / tuberepair.uptimetrackers.com/. I'll give you a minute to put that in. And once you put that in, now the YouTube app should work. And I'll show it to you. So, oh, even got the new Yeet song up. So that's pretty cool. It's working. And I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get copyrighted, but yeah. And the next one we're going to be going over is how to get a custom carrier. And this is, onward, this is pretty much optional. And some of this I will not be able to show you because Alien Blue, I can't seem to get BagXML's repo, which is the one we want for AB Media Fixer to work. So I'm not going to be showing you that, sadly. So we're going to do SP settings first, and you're going to be able to mess with the status bar, and you need a custom menu, and all that. So, what do you do? Well, first one you gotta do is go into Cydia. I guess this part isn't optional because you get the control center and everything, and it's pretty cool. So let me put this up. It's built into Cydia, so you can just search this up and hit modify and install, and you get Activator and everything. And Activator, how do you get this to work? Well, you go to anywhere. This is how to get the menu, by the way. So you go here, and you find slide and gesture from screen bottom, and set this to SP settings. I can't really show you what it looks like because I doxed myself anyway, and because I have a 5-icon home screen, which is another video I've made already, and it is not complete, and I wouldn't really recommend because it kind of messes some crap up and kind of looks ugly. But I just like it because of how janky it is, and I wouldn't even put this in this video, but it's just a little doodad that you can watch another video from, and you can watch that on. But you get the menu, you swipe it up, it's basically the iOS 7 control center, and it's so detailed that it shows your IP address, and I'm not showing you that for obvious reasons. So yeah, let's go into SP settings, and let me show you how to get the custom carrier and get this like little date in the status bar. Well, let's do this date in the status bar first. So you're gonna go here, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. SP setting options, and you're gonna hit status bar date on, and then if you leave the app, it resprings, and then you're good. And the next one we're gonna be doing is go to system options down here, system wide options, and you're gonna be setting your custom carrier. This is a AT&T SIM in here on an AT&T iPhone 4. If I take it out, probably will freaking mess it up, so I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, set your custom carrier in here, and once you've set your custom carrier, leave, respring, it'll respring automatically, and you are pretty much done with that. And now, I said optional earlier, but let's really get into the optional stuff that is not completely optional. So first one I'm going to be doing is Opera Mini. Opera Mini is an approved web browser for iOS 5 and 6, in my opinion. So, and it's a lot better than Safari, and loads web pages a lot better. So you're going to search up in Veteris Opera Mini. Oh, not that one. And you're going to go here. And the best version that is working is this one, 6.0.0.13548. So once you've gotten that installed, you pretty much have a way better working web browser in here, and can load a lot more web pages very much easily. And yeah, so let's like search something cool up. Like I searched up Eat earlier, so let's search up Eat again. As you can tell, I really like Eat. Off topic, but I even have like a I have a signed Yeet CD. So let's go to images. The only downside about this version is it will bug out sometimes, and yeah, like it didn't work the first time, and like it won't load every single one of these images. But you can see some of these pictures, and if you want wallpapers, this isn't the best way to do it. The best way to do it is via iFile, which is a great segue for the next part, which is how do you get iFile? Well, what even is iFile? iFile is a little file manager that you can get that is built into Cydia by just searching it up, just like SP settings. Just search up in Cydia iFile. I just completely did that wrong. So hit iFile. I don't even have iFile installed, so I'll show you the process. Why not? So give it a minute. So I'm just gonna hit install. I'm gonna hit confirm, and I'll let it install just to show you the raw experience of installing this. So I'm gonna hold it a different way because it's kind of hurting my hand this way. Sorry, my phone. So give it a minute. And it should just say return to Cydia. I don't know what it's doing. There, return to Cydia. And I'm not gonna go into it, but it's basically, oh wait, it's bugging. It's bugging out. Hold on, let me. Anyway, I can't figure out why the icon is loading. Sometimes it does just bug out like that, and it's very weird. This iPhone 4 is kind of messed up. It has a really, I would say the battery's kind of bad, and it's, you can tell that it's, going down very quickly. So anyway, because of that, hold on, let me hold this better. Let's continue the video. So yeah, what I was going on about earlier about transferring stuff, you can probably just sync via iTunes if you want wallpapers and stuff on here, which is what I recommend. But if you want to go the long way, you can use iFile, but I'm going to be showing you this, and if you do that, it is not my fault if you break something, because there is always a chance of breaking something. So anyway, yeah. So next part is called we're going to be doing old Reddit. And how do you get old Reddit? Well, just go into Veteris, search up Alien Blue. So you're gonna get Alien Blue. If you want iPad, Alien Blue, then you get Alien Blue for iPad. But I'm on iPhone, so I'm gonna be getting this. I already have it installed, so I'm gonna be getting the latest one, which is 2.7.1, which doesn't work the best without ABB Media Fixer. But for 5.0, there's some weird bug with SSL on the 5.0, and I can't seem to get the repo that is needed. And I'll just tell you what the repo is, which is cydia.bag-xml.com/ and you're gonna put that in Cydia, and you're gonna be getting AB Media Fixer and respringing. And once you're respringed, Alien Blue should work, but for me, it does not work first try, sadly, because I can't get the repo to load. But these next parts, I'm just going to be explaining quickly to you. I'm not going to be showing you. Like Instagram, you can get Instagram from Veteris. It sometimes works, it sometimes doesn't. You can get Snapchat from Veteris. Sometimes works, it sometimes doesn't. Instagram, I guess, semi-works. You can't load posts, but you can post, so there's that. And Snapchat sometimes go down, sometimes it doesn't. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and share. This has been Derek from Certified Legacy, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Or bye-bye. I don't know. Who cares? Bye. Subscribe.